While browsing cat pictures on Instagram, I tried to find inspiration for a new animation and a tutorial on YouTube. And it worked. I took my notebook and decided to sketch roughly what I wanted to create in After Effects. So guys, in this video you will learn how to make this 3D cube with such a perfect design, and I'll also show you how I made this 3D coin as well. So guys, we are already in the After Effects, and first of all we need to create a perfect square. So you can see how I made this. By the way, to make the size perfect, you just need to hold shift while you drawing your square. By the way, you just need to use the rectangle tool if you're beginner. So guys, the next step, we need to adjust our gradients. Now I'll show you the colors I'm using for these gradients, and you can do it similar as me. So guys, here's nothing too hard, and it will look very perfect and very beautiful. So you can just repeat after me and it will be okay. So guys, the next step, we need to create the 3D cube, yeah. So for this, we need to use this button for make this shape 3D layer. And guys, look, I'm using motion tool to move my anchor point from one side to another. It makes it perfect, and by the way, this plugin absolutely for free. But guys, it's not necessary to use only this plugin. I just recommend you to use it because it's for free and it's more convenient, but you can do it by yourself manually. So guys, here just try to understand what I'm doing. You just need to duplicate your shapes. So from shape layer number 1 you need to duplicate it and use the keyframes for your rotation. Not keyframes, but just make some adjustments with your rotation. Basically you will use minus and plus 90, but you will need to figure out the position, so X, Y or Z rotation you will need to use. But guys, I just recommend you to repeat after me. It will be more convenient. You can just reduce the speed of this video. If you don't have time, perhaps it will be more convenient for you. So here guys, attention, to make our back side or back part of our cube, I'm using two views and I chose the left side. So now when I'm moving my shape layer, what was in the front, I'm changing the position by, you can see here what I'm moving here, and I'm making it perfect. Try to stick it to the box, and that's nice. It's very easy and it will look much more better. So now I will change the opacity and you can see that we have our back part of our cube. And guys, if you don't understand something, you can just ask me in the comments and I'll answer you. Also, you can direct message me in Instagram and I will answer you there as well. So let's move to the next part. Alright guys, now we need to select all our shapes and pre-compose it. So after you pre-composed, we have our cube, but don't forget to use 3D and rasterize this layer. So now we can make animation of our appearing of this cube, yeah. So we will use Y rotation, position and the scale. So guys, we are moving on, and in our pre-composed cube we need to find our shape layer number 1 and change the position of our cube. So you can see how I'm making it. So it will move to the top, and guys, also when it moves to the top, I'm reducing the opacity. It will have this glass effect and I like it, so I decided to do exactly like this. And guys, don't forget to make your keyframes easy ease. It will look much more better, you can see, as I'm doing here. So you can just repeat after me. So guys, here I decided to add a special touch. So I'm using this perfect as for me effect. It named light sweep, and here I need to adjust the center position. It will move from the left side of top to the bottom side, to the right bottom side, yeah. and I will also increase the intensity of this effect, and it will look a bit better as for me. And I will also changing a little bit a color to something like white blue, something like that, as you can see here. So guys, let's have a look. As for me, it looks really beautiful and perfect. But don't forget to apply the easy ease for your keyframes. As you can see, I'm doing it right now. So guys, now we will slowly move to the next part of our video. We will create the 3D coin, so I'm moving right there. So guys, I created a new composition. It's about 500 by 500, and now I'm creating the perfect round circle. So I'm just using ellipse tool, and here we can see the same gradients as we used on our cube. And we need also to remove our stroke. And then guys, we need to find the effect it named shutter, apply it to this ellipse, and then guys, just repeat after me. So guys, here we have the rendered view, then pattern custom. Also force number 1, we set all to the 0. Also we need to increase our extrusion depth. So it's our depth of our shape. You can see it now. I'll make it about 1 and 13, yeah, something like that. Also here we need to find the textures. I will use another one color for it, so it will be blue one. And side mode I need to use to the color, and now it looks like this. As for me, it looks good. We don't touch the position, we just need to find the rotation, and it's our back part. So to make it more light, we just need to increase the ambient light for it, and now it looks good. But I will decrease, I will make a darker side color. So as for me, it looks good. And guys, the next our task is to create inner stroke. So here I'm using one moment. As you can see, I selected ellipse number 1, so I will make the ellipse number 2 inside the same shape layer. So here I will remove the fill, and also I will make the color black of my stroke and increase it about 5 pixels. So now, as you can see, it looks really like a 3D model of our coin, and I like it so much. So guys, here I decided to add the additional shape. It's also in this shape layer number 1. I decided to make like additional like for that, so you will understand what I mean. As for me, it looks a little bit better, but it's not necessary. So let it be something like this, I think. Also, I guess we need to reduce the opacity just a little bit. So now it looks like this, and I really like it. You can do it in your own way. Maybe you can figure out how to do it better. The next our step, guys, is to use our keyframes of Y rotation inside the our shutter effect. So you can use your timings here, but I decided to use it something like this till the 10th second, and I decided to add this dollar as well. You can also, guys, make this a little bit better because it's just the white color. Maybe you will figure out what gradients will look better, because I'm sure it's not the best way as you can do it. So guys, in the next our step we need to attach our dollar to our coins. So for that we need to use 3D for our dollar, and after that we need to find the Y rotation and find the Y rotation in our shutter effect, where we use that rotation with our keyframes. I hope you understand what I mean. So, and now we just need to link our Y rotation to another Y rotation, so it will stick together and it will looks good. But guys, one moment, as you can see, we have the dollar in our back part of our coin. So for that, I decided to reduce the opacity from 100 to 0 every time when it goes in another side. So I hope you understand me. Just have a look. It's not so hard, but if you know the way better how to do it with this effect, you can just say me and maybe I will learn something with you. So guys, here as I said, we need to figure out how we will remove our dollar on the backside. So I'm just decrease the opacity when it goes to the back side and increasing the opacity, so I'm returning it back when it comes to the front side. So you can see it as I'm doing right there. Also, I increase the speed of this video to save your time. I just want you to make understand what I'm doing, and you will just need to repeat after me. Maybe you will use some pauses and repeat some parts of this video, so I just want to save your time as much as it possible. So guys, the next part, we need to render our coin without this black background. So here you can see my properties. You will need to render it in the QuickTime format, and you will need use RGB plus alpha. So you will render like a coin with the transparent background. So in our first composition with our cube, we will use that coin and we will put it inside of this cube. So you can see it, how it will look right now, but we will need to use 3D for our coin and put it inside our cube. So I will change the position just a little bit to move it a little bit back. So now as you can see, it's already inside our cube. So guys, we almost finished. We have our main composition, so we have a coin inside our cube and it looks really beautiful. So guys, the next step, we just need to create the background what will looks really perfect as our cube. So for that, I'm just creating the shape using the rectangle, fill it just a black, and I will make the mask for it. So using the pen tool, you just need to create the mask using the curve like this. And guys, here you just need to press right click button on your effect controls, generate, and use fill. And after that, we will need to increase the feather of the mask. So I'm going to the mask. By the way, we also need to add the composing options here. In this situation, it's not really necessary, but if we will want to add the additional color, we will need to use it. And guys, I want to move this shape layer to the bottom because it's our background, and we have like a floor with the blue lighting. And guys, the next step, I want to do the same with the wall. So just repeat the same what you have done before. And I decided to create the appearance, so it will move with our cube, it will appear with our cube. So it's also not necessary, guys, but I decided for our wall, I just decided to change the position. So you can see before our cube came, I moving it to the bottom, and when our cube coming to the place, it goes to the top. So guys, we just need to do the same with our bottom part. So in this way, I just decided to edit the mask path, so you can do the same. Or guys, if you want to make it much more easier, you can just increase and decrease the opacity and it will have the same effect as I am trying to do it right now. So guys, that's it. The animation is really easy and it looks very beautiful for me, as I said. So I hope guys I brought you some value with this animation, and I hope you will put your likes and subscribe on my channel. I really appreciate your help, your comments below my videos, and I really happy with it. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I will start making the new animation for you. Have a good day and goodbye.